Pleasant, pleasant good morning, everyone. So we're about to start. We're gonna invite the graduates in now, but we'll just ask the parents to remain in place until the students come inside. Okay? So we would stand on the stage, but you all remain seated so the graduates could come in. So we just asking you all to remain in place so the graduates could come in. Right? Thank you.
They said you wouldn't make it so far, and ever since they said it, it's been hard. But never mind the night you had to cry, 'cause you had never let it go inside. You worked real hard, you know exactly what you want and need, so believe, and you can never give up. You can reach your goals. Just talk to your soul and say, I can, I will, I know my dreams are real. Oh yeah, I'm going there. That's why your goals are just dancing in your soul, and you know that your moves will let them show. You keep creating pictures in your mind, so just believe they will come true in time. It will be fine. Leave all of your cares and stress behind. Just let it go. Let the music flow inside. Get all your pain and just start to believe. I believe, I will. All of my dreams are real. I gotta dance, yes, oh, yeah. Never mind what people say. Hold my head high and turn away with all my hopes and dreams. I will believe, even though it seems it's not for me. I won't give up. I'll keep it up, looking to the sky. I will achieve all my needs. I will always believe.
And as we have our opening prayer, please. Let's close our eyes and bow our heads for prayer. Heavenly Father, we want to thank you so much for bringing all of these students, their parents, especially invited guests, all the well-wishers, and every single stakeholder of this school to celebrate these students in their graduation today. We ask, oh God, that you would be with each one of them as they depend on you to direct their lives. We want to thank you for your blessings upon them during these 5 years, and we continue to give you all the praise, glory, and honor today. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Please remain standing.
Good morning, everyone. May we stand at attention for our national anthem. Good morning, all. Our text this morning is taken from Philippians 3, verse 14, and this is the graduate's text. I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of God in Christ Jesus. This is our desire for our graduates of 2024. You may have your seat.
Morning again, everyone. Morning again, everyone. And if you're excited to be here, I just want to say permission to speak freely. If you're happy that we arrived today, say we reach. I just want to hear somebody say we reach. We done spend money, we fed up spend money, we reach. No more money. Right, parents? We reach where we're going. Yeah, you all could give that a round of applause, man. You all could give that a round of applause. Yeah. Yes, so I'm here to welcome you all this morning, and I want to start by saying pleasant good morning to all. And I just want to recognize some of our guests, right? So we have the treasurer from the Caribbean Union, Dr. Bertie Henry, the president of the South Caribbean Conference, Pastor Leslie Moses. If you could just show by raise of hands, right? President of the University of the Southern Caribbean, Dr. Wilson, to the front here. Our education director of the South Caribbean Conference, Mrs. Jessica Cunningham, also to the front. The chief accountant of the University of the Southern Caribbean, Mrs. Esther Sideno. The principal of the Caribbean Union College, Mr. Leslie Hislop. The vice principal, Mr. Colville Sintele. The school's business manager, Mrs. Avion Sampson Paris. The PTA president, Mrs. Risha Sintele. The featured speaker, Dr. Mark Jackman. Faculty and staff, parents, special invited guests, and the graduating class of 2024. So it is my pleasure on behalf of the graduation committee and the school's administration to welcome you to this, our 91st graduation ceremony, themed Excellence, Reaching for the Stars, Aiming Higher Together. Now, as I look out at the students, I remembered when our journey began back in 2019. You all remember when you all just came in school? We actually wanted to show some pictures of you all in Foreman, and so that might be coming, right? But I remember when you all came in 2019, how fresh some of your faces were, how young you all were, full of excitement and anticipation to start this new journey in secondary school. Imagine, I remember some of you all, especially my class, for those of you who don't know, I'm the form teacher of 5C, and I could remember some of these young men especially, I don't know what size school they came from, but they were in awe at the size of the school. They found that the school was big, so they just wanted to go upstairs and just explore. Yes, I don't know what primary school they came from, but they were in awe with the school, right? And just wanted to walk about and visit all the labs and all these areas. Very excited. But this excitement for us was cut short. You all remember why, right? Because of the pandemic. Now, we would have stayed home for almost 2 years. So just when we got to know each other, the pandemic came, and we were forced to do classes online for 2 years. Despite that, despite the challenges and all the challenges that the COVID would have brought, whether it be financial, emotional, all the different challenges, we are here today in spite of. And thanks to the hard work and determination from all the stakeholders involved, the parents, the guardians, we are pleased and proud to be here today. You all can give that a clap. So thanks for your hard work. So today, we celebrate the students, the graduating class of 2024, who have committed and succeeded in one of the most challenging times in Earth's history. Well, at least in their minds, right? And in my mind as well. One of the most challenging times. They would have succeeded. So we have no doubt, as teachers, we have no doubt as they enter into this new phase of life, whether it be to university, some may go out to work, whatever they choose to do, we have no doubt that these students would go out and face all these challenges and circumstances with confidence. So today, let us just try to enjoy this moment, because this is the last time we wear, well, I want to say this uniform. This is the last time some of you all may be in this hall. So enjoy the moment when it lasts. And I just want everybody, all these students especially, and I myself, I don't know about you, but I have been holding a yoke on my shoulder. I just want to breathe and say, I love you all, but it was a long, tiresome journey, and I'm excited to see you go. Bittersweet. I want you all to stay, but I'm excited to see you go. And something strange about children and parents, I just want to stick this in. During the term, when we have, for whatever different reasons, when we have things in school, and we ask these children, all year, go home, please, leave the school for whatever reason. They always want to, don't come to school, stay home, sleep. Their preference during the school time is to stay home. They don't like school. But as soon as exams started, we can't get these children off the compound. We have to ask security to go and run the children off the compound. They don't want to leave school at all. And I think the realization now setting into some of you all that this is the end of this part of your life. But enjoy it. Enjoy it today. Let's sit back, relax. I don't want anybody. I find the crowd looking too tense and everybody looking too serious. You all shake up a little bit and relax. We're here to celebrate the students. So guys, let's look forward for the rest of the program. So I invite you to relax and let's invite Mr. Sintele, who is going to do the opening remarks. So let's just give him a round of applause, guys.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everybody. I'm here deputizing for Mr. Hislop. So that's why I had to try to do something like him. He had that nice, powerful voice, and he would come and say, "Good morning, everybody." So I'm trying it. Then you have to bear with me because he's a very handsome man, so you have to endure looking at me while I deputize here. 2024 continues to be a very eventful year in various ways for our school. And all protocols observed, I'm going to continue with what Mr. Hislop has written here. At this very moment, I'm supposed to be standing here in front of you, but due to an unfortunate turn of events with my passport in California, I'm only now currently en route when I was scheduled to be home since Sunday night. As a consequence, I am sadly not with you physically today. I've therefore asked Mr. St. Hilaire to deputize and present the principal's address today. Before I say anything more, I ask us all to stand in a moment of prayer. Kahim Rama is supposed to be sitting here with us today, but unfortunately, he was shot on Sunday night and is at this time warded at hospital. So could we just stand as we offer a little prayer on his behalf? And as we do so, let us keep him and his family in prayer. Almighty God, the giver of all gifts, the great healer, the restorer of health, we lift you up today and we lift up our student, Kahim, who is at this moment in the hospital. He should have been here with his class. But we know that his thoughts are with us as ours are with him. We intervene on behalf of him and his family, asking for your mercies and your grace. Extend them copiously towards them, for Christ's sake. Amen. Thank you. Be seated. And this is what Mr. Hislop would like to share. Good morning. Excellence. Aiming for the stars, reaching higher together. Excellence. The quality of being outstanding or extremely good. Aiming. Moving or heading towards a specified object or goal. Reaching, getting as far as. I spent last week at a conference that was focused on design thinking and the use of STEM, not just as a tool for delivering curriculum, but as a vehicle for solving real-world problems. So at my age, remember it's Sir's age, not mine. So at my age, I'm handed a Lego set and had to follow instructions to build a robot and then program it. The theme you chose as a class this year speaks to process. I know your feature address will expand on that, but I couldn't help reference it based on my experience last week. It is an honor to stand before you today, not just as your principal, but as someone who has had the privilege of teaching and growing alongside you. 5C, I know I missed you more than I should have, but it was special having the opportunity to share those math classes with you guys. Over the past year, We have tackled mathematical challenges, solved complex problems, and shared moments that have made this journey unforgettable. Over the last 5 years, class of 2024, we have grown, we have learned, we have conquered, we have succeeded, even when it sometimes seemed impossible. Today, we celebrate your achievements and look forward to the bright futures that await each of you. Our theme this graduation is excellence, aiming for the stars, reaching higher together. Excellence is not just a goal, it is a way of life. It is about striving to the best versions of ourselves and lifting each other as we climb. When you had no teacher for visual arts, you made the sacrifice and came out on Sundays with the determination to complete your requirements. I think that was tremendous. Yes, let's give them applause, those who came out on Sundays. After some nice callaloo, they came to class. Isn't that wonderful? For all subjects, the extended hours, stressing your teachers out with the late SBA submissions in some cases, the long nights preparing for examinations, these days are now behind you. Philippians 4:13, a text that is very familiar to all of you, says, and let's hear what it says, I can do. Yes. This verse encompasses the essence of what we have tried to instill in you. The belief that with faith, determination, and right support, nothing is impossible. The sky, the stars, that's the limit. As you step into the next phase of your lives, remember the words of Dr. Martin Luther King. The function of education is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically. Intelligence pulls character. That is the goal of true education. You have all demonstrated intelligence in your academic pursuits. What is your character, your integrity, and your kindness that will define your path forward? Those values your parents and teachers took time to instill will only serve you well if you make use of them. Helen Keller said, alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. Throughout your time here, you have shown that collaboration and support for one another can lead to extraordinary achievements. Whether it was a group project, SBAs, sports teams, BFL, Form 5 All-Stars versus past students All-Stars, or simply lending a helping hand to a classmate in need, you have demonstrated the power of unity, because when you couldn't get it on your own, you got it together. As you embark on new adventures, whether that be Cape, university, careers, or other pursuits, remember that excellence is a continuous journey. It requires perseverance, resilience, and a commitment to lifelong learning. You will face obstacles and challenges, but each of these is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to rise higher. Do not be afraid to aim for the stars. Set ambitious goals and pursue them with all your heart. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. And most importantly, believe in your own potential. You have already accomplished so much, and there is no limit to what you can achieve. Some who started then are not with us now, while others joined us along the way. Today marks a very significant milestone in your lives, class of 2024. You have a history of success to follow. Over the last few years, the school has done pretty well at CSEC examinations. That is the reality. That is a measure of success used by the world. What is going to be your measure of success? I hope that this class does well at the CSEC examinations, but most importantly, the choice of the values which you will use to guide your life, the choices you will make with your mental health, the choices you will make with your spiritual health, because those are successes, because those are success measures that have eternal consequences. Now, I see he has here some reports about the results that I can go through very quickly. Well, he said it, we did exceptionally well, and it's quite a lot of subjects here, but I just want you to know we did exceptionally well. A list of subjects: biology, Caribbean history, chemistry, economics, English A, English B, food and nutrition, geography, maths, office administration, physics, principles of accounts, principles of business, music, social studies, Spanish, EDPM, human and social biology, information technology, integrated science, technical drawing, building technology, electronics, visual arts, religious education, French. That's the list of subjects that would have been written by students gone by. In 2020, we had 100%. We had 6 subjects, 100% in 6 subjects. In 2021, we had 100% in 8. In 2022, we had 100% in 6. And in 2023, we had 100% in 5 subjects. So this is your chance to change that 5 into 9. I would love that. 1990, we had 90 to 99%. We had 4 persons, 99%, so 4 subjects, yes, that's what's happening here. And the list goes on. But you're getting the idea that they did quite well. It's quite a lot, and let's give those who would have done well and those who would have lifted up the school with successes a round of applause as I come down to them. The world needs your talents, your creativity, and your compassion. Go forward with confidence, knowing that you are well prepared to make a difference. Strive for excellence in all that you do, and remember that you are never alone on this journey. We, your teachers, family, and friends, will always be here, cheering you on and celebrating your successes. Congratulations, class of 2024. The future is bright because of you. Aim for the stars and reach higher together. Thank you, and may God bless each and every one of you.
I will take a chance to be who I'm meant to be. I won't let fear keep me from trying. It's time for me to make a change, to find that I want. I'm gonna reach for the sky, way up high. I'm never giving up. It's up to me to can be. I'm never giving up. I'm never giving up. I'm never giving up. It's time for me to make a change. I'm gonna reach up high, way up in the I'm never giving up. I'm never giving up. I'm never giving up. Step by step, brick by brick, I will build my destiny. Even when I'm alone, I'm gonna reach up high, way up in the sky. I'm never giving up. It's hard for me to be who I can be, make dreams reality. I'm never giving up. I'm never giving up. I'm never giving up. I'm never giving up.
All right, so Daniel, Adriano, we thank you for that item of special music. We want to move on to the special greetings now, but before we do so, I want to remind you all that we have a tea station outside to my right. So if you want to get some tea, some refreshments, water, that's outside to my right. All right, so we want to invite, that's for the parents. And if the students, if you need water refreshments, just put your hands up and we will get to you, right? All right, so we'll work on that. All right, we'll work on that, right? So we want to move on to the special greetings now. And we want to invite the University of the Southern Caribbean to do their greetings now.
Good morning, graduates or graduates of the class of 2024 at Caribbean Union Secondary School. I, along with Esther Sedeno, are along with the graduates of USC this year, would want to congratulate you on your accomplishment. every day, when you go to CUC, you pass a space that is called the University of the Southern Caribbean. As you leave today, I encourage you to don't just pass by USC, but to stop by and stay by. USC, the University of the Southern Caribbean, is a premier university in Trinidad and Tobago. It's one of the best, if not the best. I tell you that because I know thousands of individuals who attended and graduated from USC and have accomplished much in their lives. And I tell you, I guarantee you, that when you consider and experience USC, you will recognize that USC is not just another university, but is a place where what you experience at CUC will continue, and even in a more advanced way. So congratulations to you, graduates, and congratulations to all of your parents, all of your teachers, all of your well-wishers who are here today celebrating with you this great accomplishment. I want you to know that USC and CUC will continue to be strong allies. Your principal, who is not here today, attended a conference at Loma Linda University together with USC. So everything we do at USC, we seek to collaborate with CUC. So congratulations to all of you, and please do enjoy today and the rest of your lives.
I want to join with the president to congratulate the class of 2024. Just 2 years ago, I was a proud parent sitting there, and I know the hard work that goes through to complete those SBAs and getting ready for those exams, but you never gave up, just like your classmates sang. And it's so nice to see you all supporting her and each other. Now, I work with figures, so I decided to go and look up for some data regarding secondary school, and I wanted to share it with you just to give you some encouragement. There's a report that came out by the Educational Statistics Digest in 2020, and it said when the percentage of males going into secondary school is about 50.5%, females 49.5%. So we have statistically more males going into secondary school. It showed that there are 2 years where they have the highest dropouts, generally, not just male or female, but generally, Form 3 and Form 5. And you have made it to Form 5 and completed. So give your hands a round of applause. Very good. I also wanted to point out males. It's also shown that 61% of all dropouts are males. Females tend to remain in school. And then going forward, only 40% move on from secondary and pursue further education. We have opportunities in Trinidad. The government has given us opportunities to further our education. USC is also giving you an opportunity, once you've done well, to get scholarships at USC. You would hear more of those opportunities. I want to tell you, one, God created you with a particular purpose in mind. Do all you can, because this is not the end of the road. This is just the beginning to develop yourself and become all that you can. Remember that with discipline and determination, you can reach far and never give up. Thank you.
Thank you. Good job.
All right, thank you. That was the university. So Dr. Wilson, just asking for a friend. Do we have a special discount for CUC students? That is not for me. I'm asking for a friend. As the man in charge, you all heard that, right? Big discount. So when you go and you sign up your form, say Dr. Wilson, say, right? All right. So we want to invite the president of the South Caribbean Conference now, Pastor Dr. Leslie Moses to bring greetings from the conference and the school board.
Mr. Chairman, I acknowledge all the persons on the protocol list. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. I stand here today to congratulate the graduates of the class of 2024. I congratulate you first on behalf of the South Caribbean Conference. This is the organization that owns this school. And I congratulate you on behalf of the school board. I have just resumed the chairmanship of the board, and I am so delighted, not just to stand as president of the Assembly Administration Trinidad, but to stand as the school board chair. We are proud of you, and we expect that by God's grace, you would leave this school and do great things for God, number one, for your parents, number two, for your country, number three, and for your family, number four. And for yourself, yes. How could I forget for yourself? Your country needs you now more than ever before. Just on Friday, I was speaking to some government ministers and diplomats from other countries residing here in Trinidad. And I lamented the fact that our sweet TNT is not what it used to be. Graduates, you have an opportunity to go and to turn things around. And you heard somebody quote the text before, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You know, it was Arthur C. Clarke speaking to graduates like yourselves. He said, the only way to discover the limits of the possible is to go beyond into the impossible. Go and do the impossible. Go and do phenomenal things. Many of you will come back here to USC, the best university for me in all of the Caribbean. Many of you will go on to do medicine and to do law. Many of you will own big farms that will rake in hundreds and thousands of dollars when you reap every crop. Many of you will be contractors and mechanics and engineers. Whatever you choose to be, whether a teacher or a pastor, a professor right here at USC, whatever you choose to be, do the impossible and go beyond by God's grace. God bless you, and do have a wonderful life beyond CUC Secondary School.
Amen. We now call on the president of the PTA, Mrs. Risha Sintele, to bring greetings from the PTA.
Greetings. All previous protocols observed from our distinguished guests. My name is Risha Saint-Hilaire, as mentioned before, PTA president. What I have to say this morning is very, very simple. As being in this position, I see the importance now more than ever of parental support. Yes? So my admonition today for the parents is continue to support your children. It may seem as if, they're on their own now and, they have to make their own decisions now. And some of us as parents may have felt as if we have been thrusted into adulthood. I know I could attest to that. Yes? So I want to admonish the parents, continue to support your children more now than ever. Guide them. Whatever you know, teach them. And keep them close. Closer now than we used to keep our children close. Keep them close. And children, from the Bible, obey your parents in the Lord, that your days on this earth may be long. All right? And that's it. That's my greeting for today. Have a good day. Be blessed. And enjoy the rest of your life. And enjoy today.
Okay, moving along, is the representative from the Ministry of Education here? If that person is here, we'll take that greeting now. But, okay, I don't think they have arrived as yet, so we'll move straight on with the rest of the program. And it's my privilege this morning again, guys, to introduce the speaker to you all. So it's someone that I have known in two capacities, one as a lecturer and also as a previous parent of the school. So when we were deciding on, normally when we decide to choose a speaker, we'll have a list of persons that we think fit the bill, and then we would go through some type of deliberation. And we found that Dr. Jackman would have been the best person to deliver this year's speech because of his close ties to the school. So I'm not sure when he comes to share, if he would share a little bit about. Yes, sorry about that, right? We found that he would have been the right candidate to do the job because of his close ties to the school. So I'll just share a little bit about Dr. Jackman before we get into the feature speech for today. So Dr. W. Mark Jackman is an associate professor and recent program leader for the Center of Education Programs at the University of Trinidad and Tobago, UTT Tamina campus. Dr. Jackman pursued his PhD in psychological studies in education at the University of Auckland, New Zealand, as a Commonwealth Scholar. He teaches educational development and adolescent psychology, as well as research methods for undergrad and cognitive psychology for postgrad students. That was a mouthful there, right? Dr. Jackman also supervised PhD students and prospective teachers on field teaching practicum in secondary school. He completed his bachelor's and master's degrees at USC and Andrews University. His research interests include student achievement and motivation, the development of teaching competencies and reflective practice, and the use of technology in education. As a developing scholar, Dr. Jackman has presented papers and research at numerous conferences in Trinidad and Tobago and Europe. Dr. Jackman has also contributed to the development of the education system in Trinidad and Tobago with workshops on educational leadership and teacher innovation and pedagogy. He also lectures as an adjunct professor for the University of the Southern Caribbean. Dr. Jackman was the winner of the inaugural Excellence in Teaching Award, EITA for short, for his department of 60 faculty members at UTT. So as I mentioned to you all, I know Dr. Jackman in the capacity of parent, not so familiar, but also as a lecturer. And when I was having a little conversation with him, inviting him to take on the challenge, I told him that, and this is from my personal experience, I find Dr. Jackman is a cool fellow, right? He's kind of up to the time as a lecturer. You know, some of your teachers are real boring, right? You all know what I mean? Some teachers could be real boring. Yeah, but Dr. Jackman, you know, I had a lot of fun in his classes. He's a man, he's very professional. You know, he has a lot of information to share, so I'm very sure all that he would share with you today, guys, take it, absorb it, and I guarantee you, some of you all may definitely meet Dr. Jackman in the future. So when he comes up to speak, I ask you all to give him your undivided attention and let him do his job, right? But before we get on to that day, we want to invite the PTA president again to share with us an item of special music, which will be followed straight by Dr. Jackman.
Thank you so much.
Hello, hello, hello. Testing 1 2 1 2. Am I being heard? Hello. Good morning. Could I have some juice on the mic? Yes. Bless the Lord. All right. Y'all doing all right? No, don't take off. What? Right. Make it nice and bright again. Alex, you hear me? We here? Right. Fix my nice. Mix my nice. Thank you so much. All right. Be encouraged, young people, and enjoy the music. Some dreams live on in time forever. Those dreams we want with all our heart, and I'll do whatever it takes. Follow through with the choices I make. Put it all on the line. What I hope for at last would be mine. If I could reach higher, just for one moment, touch the sky. For that one moment in my life, I'm gonna be stronger. I'm gonna be so much stronger, yes I am. I'll put my spirit to the test. If I could reach, some days are meant to be remembered. Those days we rise above the stars, and I'll go the distance this time, seeing more the higher I climb. That the more I believe, or the more that I see would be mine. If I could reach higher, just for one moment, touch the sky. With that one moment in my life, I'm gonna be stronger. Know that I tried my very best. I'll put my spirit to the test. If I could reach, oh. If I could reach higher, just for one moment, touch the sky. With that one moment in my life, I'm gonna be stronger. Know that I tried my very best. I put my spirit to the test. If I could reach, if I could reach, I'd reach so much higher. Oh, know that I tried my very best. I put my spirit to the test. If I could reach. Amen. All right, thank you. Next.
Okay, all right, so let's just give a round of applause for Dr. Jackman. We invite Dr. Jackman now.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tigana. All protocols observed. The theme of this graduating class, and I want you to give yourselves a round of applause, please. That's how you feel about yourselves? Come on. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds better. And because you have reached a significant milestone in your education career, and therefore you need not only to applaud yourselves, but those who supported you, your teachers, and so on. First of all, I would like to thank the principal and staff of Caribbean Union College Secondary, and in particular the graduating class, or the graduating class committee, for this privilege and honor to address you today on this your special day as you complete a significant part of your education in terms of secondary school. It is a privilege and honor for me because my daughter graduated from this noble institution in 2013. She has since gone on to complete a degree in medicine, during which time she studied abroad for a number of years. I therefore wish to specifically thank Mr. Hislop and staff for the confidence, values, and virtues that were instilled and reinforced in her during her 5 years here at CUC Secondary. Thank you. Today, graduating class of 2024, you have reached this milestone. I want to share a few thoughts with you that may act as instructions or as a reminder, as a guide, or as a catalyst to you as you continue your journey through life, where you would encounter more milestones to achieve and more goals to accomplish. I too, some years ago, completed my secondary school journey, and I fondly remember that day because it was a strange mix of emotions: joy, nostalgia, and fear. There was joy because I said to myself, now I have real freedom. I can do what I want. Nostalgia because of the memories that I had during my secondary school time that I would carry with me. And fear because I was not sure what I was going to do next or how things would turn out. And this is one of the beauties of life that God has given to us, the unknown tomorrow. What exactly will happen? Or how is it going to turn out? No one knows for sure. This unknown nature about tomorrow leaves it untouched and allows us to hope, to dream, to plan, and to get excited about it. In fact, we can anticipate positive things about tomorrow and strive to make them happen. Some of you may be thinking about A-levels, about university, about going abroad, about getting married. No, sorry. No, not yet. Or just finding a job, or just catching up on sleep that you may have lost from all those nights of study, right? You must always remember that the possibilities of tomorrow are endless, regardless of the pain and the stresses or disappointments that you experience today. Sometime last week, I sat under a Julie Mango tree. And this Julie Mango tree was different because it formed a sort of an umbrella, a large umbrella, probably about 15 feet wide, and you had to kind of crawl to get under it, and it was loaded with Julie mangoes, one or two ripe ones, but majority green. And I had to crawl under, and there was a seat, and I sat under the tree. Suddenly, I heard a buzzing sound, and I looked up, because I was doing some work on my laptop. I looked up to see a golden bumblebee. I don't know if it was golden because it was covered with pollen, or because of the reflected light that was coming through the leaves of the tree. It entered the enclosure and was hovering. It appeared to be scanning the place very deliberately and looking for something. It hovered on its wing in midair, and it moved its head in different directions. Then it moved about 12 centimeters, and it stopped again, and it was just hovering, and the wings were fluttering, and the head was just moving different directions. After a while, it shifted its location and did the same thing. I wondered at its behavior. It was so deliberate. It was so intentional. It seemed to be so sophisticated. This went on for about 3 to 4 minutes, and I think rain began to fall and it left. Was it looking for nectar or pollen, or a new place to live, or was it just exploring? I really cannot say. But the level of scrutiny and examination it displayed spoke volumes to me about being careful about assessing before making decisions. If a bumblebee can be so careful, you should be even more so. If you want excellence to be a mark of the things that you do, then you must be careful, focused, deliberate about your choices. Do not rush into things. Take your time. Do your research. Ask persons who have experience. Be guided by common sense and, of course, by what you know to be right. And as well, I'm sure in this institution you were trained to ask God for guidance. And He guides you. In 2003, my wife and my daughter, who attended CUC, as I said, we left Trinidad and went to New Zealand. And we landed in New Zealand on February 27th, a Friday morning, February 27th, 2003. And so the next day was Sabbath. It was time to go to church. First time we were in New Zealand. We don't know where the church is. So I went to the front desk at the university, and I said, where can I find a church to attend? And the guy who was at the front desk, or the lady, he gave me the directory. So I took the directory, and I started to flip through. There were about 15 to 20 churches. And we had prayed to God for guidance. And we selected one church, and we found our way to that church. Can't remember exactly how, but we found our way. The person who greeted us at the door turned out to be the husband of my daughter's teacher. And they invited us home they never saw us before, they invited us home for lunch. And when it was time for her to go to school, when we took her to school, the teacher was the same person that invited us home for lunch. So when you pray for God's guidance, He guides you. All right? Is that a good story? Is that good evidence? Nice. Good. Excellence in any endeavor is never easy. But if you're committed to doing your very best, then it is something that you can experience with great satisfaction. To be excellent is to set a high standard for yourself and work towards it through thick and thin, through trials and obstacles and setbacks, and to be not satisfied until you get there. Excellence is not so much about the big decisions and accomplishments, but they can lead to big decisions and big accomplishments. Excellence is more often about the little things and attitudes that you do to the best of your ability. So I encourage you to be serious about little things. Excellence means that you must be willing to start small and grow, innovate and flourish. Excellence takes time, mistakes, corrections, reinventions. But those who work hard and never give up are handsomely rewarded. Whatever your gift, your talent, your abilities, your dreams, dedicate time and effort to it and you will be tremendously rewarded. You may not know the name Brittany Davis, but she's a young Trinidadian artist who recently had her work displayed in Times Square, a very large mural in Times Square. She's from a small village in Los Bajos, but she had big dreams and big ambitions. I'm sure everyone in this room knows Certified Samson. You all know Certified Samson? Yes. He has 1.2 million followers on TikTok with 50 million likes. Now, I follow Samson, but I'm not a follower. So I estimate that for every one follower, there are about 2 or 3 persons that also follow that are not actual followers. Of a little monster child, so miserable that he would make every big brother or every big sister life a nightmare. And for another example of excellence, there's a guy by the name of Kabi Lam or Kabi Lane, however you want to pronounce it. He's a black 23-year-old young man who was born in Senegal, Africa, and grew up in Italy. Couldn't find a job, he started YouTube, etc. Now he is the most followed person on TikTok. 162 million followers, 2.4 billion likes. Kabi Lane. Very simple. Brands pay him up to $750,000 to post one video on TikTok. Talking about big brands, Hugo Boss and etc., etc. What is the point of all this? I figure that since you all are Gen Zs, you all would know these people. But the main point is, whatever you pursue, you should be willing to start small and progress until you have achieved your goal. Do not allow yourself to be distracted or taken off your path. Stay focused. Be creative. Another advantage you have as Gen Zs is that you have been born in an era when there was always internet. In fact, Gen Zers are known as digital natives. This means that the information and knowledge are always a button away. Use the digital space to connect and to learn, but do not just be consumers, but also creators of the digital experience. Remember that one of the coolest things that God did was to create us in his own image and likeness. This means that we have the ability to create. The ability to create has been coded within our DNA. And because you are still adolescents, you all are generally very optimistic about life and believe that anything is possible. Your theme, reaching for the stars, aiming higher. I would want to suggest that in order to reach for the stars, you must be firmly secured and planted on the earth. This is because while the stars are way out there, we cannot survive out there for too long. Reaching for the stars means that your plans, your goals, your ambitions should take you beyond the ordinary. But to be grounded, you must have values that drive and motivate your actions. You must have a sense of morality. Truly reaching for the stars means that you must have a strong sense of right or wrong and a strong sense to choose the right. This will be the backbone of your success. This will determine how far you go and how satisfied you are with your achievements. In fact, when you are morally grounded, you can sleep well at night. And your character will shine bright, and people will love and trust you. God will show his favor, shed his favor. As you well know, there are a lot of wrong in the world. There are a lot of glamorous things that are more or less traps that you should avoid. Alcohol is a trap. Vaping is a trap. Hooking up is a hooking up is a trap. So if you truly want to reach these stars, you must avoid these traps. Look to the person next to you and tell them, avoid the traps. Avoid the traps. Am I saying that you should not have fun? Am I saying that you cannot enjoy your youth? No, not at all. All I'm saying is that you must take control of where you want to go in life and not let these things dictate your pace. Are there students in your class that might have a baby or two before they're properly ready? Yes. Are there those who might use drugs or weed or get addicted? Are there some who might get into a lifestyle that can lead to nothing but death? Perhaps there are, but these are traps and destructive scenarios that are not unavoidable. Of course, you have to make the right choices. This is where you have to take control of your life early and determine where you want to go and what you do not want and why. And stick to your plan no matter how hard it is or how many times you may fall off the wagon, as they say. Remember the golden bumblebee and assess before you regret. Scrutinize before you patronize. Investigate before you participate. I particularly like the part of the theme that says aiming higher together. It means that you plan to look out for each other. It means that you plan to stimulate, to motivate, and to encourage each other. And this is good because everyone wants to get ahead and everyone wants to succeed. This sometimes means leaving others behind, but it is a kind person who looks out for the weaker ones, the less fortunate, the ones who always struggle. It means that you must have compassion. It means that you are imbued with the love that comes from God. God is always looking out for you. God always has your back. And you reflect him when you look out for others. There's an African proverb that says, it's from Burkina Faso, it says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Helping others matters. Strengthen the discouraged, and uplifting those who are losing hope will only strengthen your own purpose and lift the wind beneath your wings. Recently, I was involved in a construction project, and something strange occurred. The builder had put down a plinth, a foundation, for 2 800-gallon tanks. Ever so often, a water truck would come and fill the tanks with water. When they finished, the workers would wash their tools, clean themselves at the end of the day, and drink water from time to time, until someone checked to see how low the water was in order to call the truck, and discovered that there were multiple Manophrine Trinitatis in each tank. Multiple Manophrine Trinitatis in each tank. The men wanted to die because they had drunk the water. But how did these minute frogs get into the tank? 5 in one and 7 in another. The plinth that the tank rests on is 30 inches from the ground. And each tank is about 8 feet. So in total, the tanks were about 11 feet from the ground, the top of the tanks, and they were covered. How did these 1.25 inch, 3 centimeter frogs get into those tanks? The mystery went on for weeks. They thought someone was sabotaging and putting the frogs in the tank. Until they figured out that these little frogs have sticky cups below their feet. And they can jump 20 times, they can jump heights 20 times their size. Which means that they could jump at least 75 centimeters or 30 inches, 2.5 feet. So one jump, and they will be on the plinth. Another jump, they quarter about a third way up the tank. Another jump, they're more than halfway. And another jump, they're on top of the tank. And what they did not realize, there was a small hole, the overflow hole, about this size, at the top of the tank. And those frogs found themselves in. They didn't go alone. Some of them signal and call the others. They aimed higher, and they went together. What was the point? These small frogs had big ambition. Their jumps were not limited by their size. They aimed high and achieved the impossible because of their focus and determination. The sun was hot. The stream that they had originally lived in was dried up for weeks. And they sought the opportunity. So the men had to clog that little hole, that small hole in the tank, to solve the problem. And they were wondering if they were going to die or get sick because they had drank that water that was infested by frogs. It's crazy. This is your time, CUC class of 2024, to outjump the Manophrine Trinitatis. Today might be an ordinary day for some people, but today can be extraordinary for you because you can set your focus on excellence. Today you can determine to reach the stars, for the stars and beyond, in which in whichever direction you choose. Today you can decide that you will aim higher in all your endeavors. Today you can purpose that you will be a success no matter what it takes. Today, with God's help, with God's direction, and keeping eternity in view, you can go forward and make the most of it. Thank you.
I think they could hear me. Sit down. Okay. Ready?
Are you?
On behalf of the graduating class of 2024, we'd like to thank you for coming out and speaking to us about asking God for guidance and choosing the right path in life, and we'd like to give you this token of our appreciation.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. Yeah, this mic is not befitting of my stature. Thank you very much. Good day, everyone. Oh, good day, sir. Yes, yes. Your respect is still there. That's good. Better be. Class of 2024, give yourselves a hand. All right, but I'm not here about that. So I'm here to present the Spirit of CUC Award 2024. Now, what is the Spirit of CUC? I don't even know. But I can guess. CUC says we go beyond excellence. Not so? So the spirit of CUC would be someone or some individual or some institution that takes up that mantle and runs with it, that tries to go beyond excellence. So the Spirit of CUC Award, every year, every graduating year, celebrates a past pupil, an alumni, or from the alumni, who is doing excellently well in their field of business, whatever they are. And this year we are focusing on business, field of business, so which I teach along with social studies. Right. So those are my social studies students. Let me let you all know. Remember, I threatened you all. Yeah, I did threaten my social studies students that they had to all pass. Well, let's let you know that I did order my baseball bat from Amazon. And it's here. The baseball bat is here. So, when those results come out... Anyway, let me get serious. So, today, we are celebrating Mr. Jerome de Freitas. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Jerome de Freitas. Now, I don't know him. I've only been teaching here about 3 years, so I don't know the gentleman. No, that's too loud. No. I'm good. So I don't know the gentleman. So I'm not sure how long he has graduated. But when I look at this little bio, wow, it's amazing. So he's currently the owner of 3 businesses, not 1, 3. BPS Security. Now they specialize now. This is also an ad. So take the information and call the guy. They specialize in the installation of security cameras, alarm systems, GPS systems, and various other security products. Now, you may say, okay, but who are his clients? I have an answer. Some of his clients include Bees Ice Cream. I wonder why they put that name first, Bees Ice Cream. Vision Headgear, Lynch Plaza, Trinidad Ornamental, Source Doubles. That's a good reason to buy from this guy. Cleveland Temple SDA, Chase Village SDA, Sanwo SDA, and numerous residential properties. That's the first business. The second business is BPS Automotive. What do? They sell, you're smart. They sell new, foreign used, and locally used cars or vehicles. And the third business that he currently owns is 360 Cleaning and Facilities Maintenance. What do? They clean and maintain, I would assume. So they specialize in scheduled and preventative maintenance, something Trinidad and Tobago knows nothing about. No, we don't know nothing about preventative. Anyway, let me stick to the script. So they specialize in scheduled and preventative maintenance and management of properties, including electrical work, industrial cleaning, small-scale construction, and roof maintenance. You may say, okay, that's excellent, but the guy doesn't stop there. What are his current endeavors and goals? So he's currently pursuing a certification in shade house agriculture via UE. USC, listen to that. He should be doing it at USC, not UE. Okay. Now he has plans to launch an agribusiness called Plant for Demand. Now the purpose of this business is to link up with persons who need produce and produce for their demand. That makes sense. So your produce will not spoil. It will not waste. That's a smart guy. I don't know him, I said, but he's good. He's also working on another business called Aquafern, where he plans to construct, yes, I can say it, coffee tables. Coffee tables are not only for coffee. They're also for Milo and stuff like that, right? With built-in aquariums using the woodworking skills that he acquired where? At Mr. Carter's wood shop, CUC. Yeah, give it up. But he's not done. The guy isn't done. Listen to this. Yes, we're still in school, so hush all them out and listen. He has a diploma in biomedical technology. Ooh, don't get frightened, it's on your balloon. There are no drive-bys at CUC. Yeah. So now he currently has a diploma in biomedical technology, and he's planning to open a business that would utilize this information. So what is his business vision? He says, my vision for any business I establish is to create employment opportunities and provide financial stability for my employees. Now he also says, the path I have chosen is not easy. So don't feel he just wake up one morning successful. It's not easy, but it does not have to be overly difficult either. Core principles such as honesty, discipline, patience are crucial for success. Practice these principles now. If you think, no, this may not be for you, well, it may be if you plan to go to further education. I wish somebody fourth form children were here to hear this part. If you think it's not necessary to hand in that assignment on time, and I'm going to add in this, complete your SBAs on time. Think again. These habits do not just go away, but they can trickle down into your business, such as not sending quotes on time, not delivering jobs on time. You will lose your clients. So he has made countless mistakes, some that could have been avoided with due diligence, but at the end of the day, he would not have taken any other path. Currently, he is praying for God's guidance and wisdom. Now, I would say, based on what I've just read, he has been receiving that guidance and wisdom. So let's give it up for Mr. Jerome De Freitas, the 2024 recipient of the Spirit of CUC Award. So, where's the award? Well, let me give man come up here and you ain't get nothing. The man is so busy. He said he believed he graduated in 2016. Yeah, he's sure now, 2016. I didn't make him out. 2016. So, Mr. Jerome, on behalf of faculty, staff, students, graduating class of CUC Secondary School, we present to you this and we tell you, keep holding on to God and keep reaching for your dreams. CUC Massive!
Mr. Thomas, don't go too far. When I saw you run up with all that excitement and that pants, I thought you was going to do a special music. So, a special music. Item a special music. Nothing today? All right. Probably before we leave today, right? So, you want to move on? We want to move on. Very quickly, we want to come bring this program close to the end. And by the way, I don't know what's going on, but you're all not drinking any tea. I went outside there, I visited the tea station, and the cricks is looking untouched. So I don't want to put it back into the it's not the cricks in the pan, it's the cricks in the pack. I don't want to put it back in the pack, but the ladies did such a wonderful job tying it up in the little bags, and so let's go and drink the tea, please, right? Not to get the ladies vexed. But we want to move on to the class presentations now, the presentation of the certificate. So we want to call on the 5A form teachers.
Good morning, everyone. So we invite Mr. Alexander. Okay. All right, so for those of you who are wondering, Mr. Alexander is the immediate past co-form teacher of the Form 5 assiduous class, and he's here with us this morning as we send our graduates off. So at this point in time, all protocols being observed. Would the graduates of Form 5 assiduous stand and approach the stage to receive your certificate? Okay, so while they are assembling, members of the audience, while the students' names are being called, we are asking you to direct your attention to the screen where it will be displayed, well, as they cross the stage, the subjects that they would have worked consistently in will be displayed across the stage, right? Okay, let's line up against the wall, remember? So we are going to begin with Calvin Adams. Nakisha Budram. Isaiah Boyce. Rihanna Bramble Solomon. Gabriella Buchan. Faith Cambridge. Abyssinia Andrew. Alejandro Chinfat. Joshua Christopher. Terry Cornwall. Zipporah Danielle. Onej Defoe. Jovia Debisette. Jasonia Edmond. Darius Fernandez. Josiah George. Somaki Hippolyte. Ciara Johnson. Samaya Jones Blackman. Liam Joseph. Aziza Jocelyn. Shanice Larocque. Anastasia Noel. Jonathan Noel. Danielle Phillips. Faith Ramlochan. Sharice Roberts. Rihanna Robinson. Anjali Sankar. Taya Small. Sahaya Telesford. Kishaya Thomas. Jende Williams. Ronnie Williams. Caleb Wilson. And finally, my ever so quiet Janaya Young. Okay, so at this time, I'm going to ask 5 Assidious to turn, and we invite for them a round of applause. Thank you. Please take your seats as we hand over to 5 Benevolent.
And parents, I know a lot of you want to see, but if we don't want to block some of the parents who are trying to see, right? We have a professional photographer that we hired who's taking pictures. As soon as the ceremony is finished today, he's going to enhance them. We'll post them on our website for a month. You all could go and you could get the pictures there, right? I don't want to stop you from taking your pictures, but just be mindful if you stand in the way of the others, everybody won't get to see, right? So just keep that in mind, please.
Good morning, everyone. Will the students of Form 5 Benevolent please stand and approach the stage? While the students are coming on stage, we ask that you once again direct your view to the screen behind me, where those students that have been awarded consistent effort will be displayed along with their photos. Okay. So the first student of mine that I will be calling to the stage is Tyler Alicock. Shemaiah Barnes. Angelo Bernard. Kaelan Blackman. Kaelan Blackman. Afia Bob. Tyrese Carter. Jadel Coker. Jolene Constantine. Josiah Debisette. Joshua Debisette. Aziel Gillis. Isaiah Furry. Aliyah Francis. Daniela Friday. Malachi George. Gabriel George. Renella Davis. Talia Hathaway. Christopher Jacob. Maya James. Alea Glasgow. Janaya Ramjan. Kelly Ramsaran. Nevea Regals. Zakia Philip. Jamal Paradesi. Azarel McKee. Naisha Wilford. Jabari Thomas. Dane Solomon. David Simpson. Josiah Williams. Will the students of 5B please turn and face the audience as we invite their applause. Please have your seats.
This is my class wife, so I'm just here to help her.
Good morning, everyone. All protocols observed. May the class of 5C please stand. 5 capable. Stand and approach the podium to receive your certificates. Nayo Achan Sylvester. Taye Amanata. Kellon Andrews. Deborah. Testing. Kylon Cassidy. Adibambe Charles. Murphy. Lesuel Daniel. Kiana Davis. Josiah Dabisette. The one and only Adlasia Ferguson. Joel Francisco. Our very quiet Joel Francisco. Naomi George. Kimani Herbert. Ariana Entz. Very quiet again, Sarah Chatham. Our 6-footer, Caleb Joseph. And our very tiny Jophia Joseph. Our sportswoman, Tahila Lewis. And one of our singers, Danielle Martin. Another one of our class singers, Shemiai Martin. Very quiet, Michaela Mitchell. They're very anxiously waiting their certificate. And then we have Anthony Mirabal, our Spanish speaker. Then none other than Amelia Mohammed. Our instrumental, Adriano Peterson. And I know that we did this already, but I would like to call Kahim's name. Kahim Rama. Then we have Kamira Roberts. Then Abina Robinson. Kimani Stewart. Shanobia Toppin. And our one and only Joshua Thomas. Our very quiet Sharissa Williams. And one of our footballers, Zachary Williams. And last but not least, the philosopher, Tariq Yard.
All right, so you want to ask class of 5C, best class in the school, might I add, to turn around and face your parents. One of the best classes in CUC Secondary School. And let's give these students of 5C a round of applause, parents. So you can now have your seats, guys. But let's give it up for all the classes, everyone. Let's give a round of applause for all the classes. Yes. So we want to move on very quickly to some other awards that we have to present. So we want to call on the Honor Society, Mrs. Legal and Miss Sandy Ford, to present these special awards to the Honor Society.
All protocols observed. Good morning, everyone. Okay, so opera solveret, which is Latin for hard work pays, is the name of the Honor Society of CUC Secondary School. This society was founded in 2012 to recognize the hard work of our students. To become a part of this distinguished society, a student must maintain an overall A grade throughout an entire academic year. While this may seem insurmountable to some, with hard work, it can become attainable by all.
This year, we are overjoyed to recognize the unwavering diligence of two of our graduates. These young ladies were inducted into the Honor Society in their Form 2 year and have been able to maintain this top-tier performance throughout their remaining years at CUC. Yes, yes. Not only have they performed well academically, but they were both active participants in school competitions and events, proving that a successful student is a well-rounded student. Can we all put our hands together for Miss Onege Defoe and Miss Taya Small? I must say, both are a form class. Their form classes 5 are serious.
Before we move on, though, we'd like to recognize another student, Miss Ciara Johnson. Ciara was a member of the Honor Society until the first term of Form 5. Even though she's not graduating out of the Honor Society, we would like to show her our appreciation for the diligence she has demonstrated throughout her time here and thank her for her positive contributions. And we wish her the best because we know that her excellence does not end here.
Okay, so how many of you all know CUC has an evening school? I know some of the parents may know, during the COVID pandemic, we would have started an evening school program. So what the evening school program is basically, it affords students who, for one reason or the other, cannot physically come to school, right? So we started this program in 2020, where we had students join our afternoon school program. And today we also have one of the members of the afternoon school who is also here to graduate, right? So we would have left out his name, so apologies for that in the activities just now, but we want to call on Mr. Michael Prasad to stand, right? So give him a better round of applause than that, right? Mr. Michael Prasad. So he's the sole student of the afternoon school program, Mr. Michael Prasad. So we're calling on Mr. Prasad to receive his award. Okay, nice. So, Michael, would you face the parents when you get back to your seat? Face the parents. And let's give Michael Prasad a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. The sole student from the afternoon school program. So you want to move on to our next special awards, which would be awarded to the prefects. So you want to call on Miss Timothy.
Thank you, Mr. Tigano. It gives me great honor and pleasure to present to you this day, today, a group of students who are passionate, resilient, effective, faithful, eager to do their jobs, committed, trustworthy. The entire staff and administration and students of this school would agree with me when I say that they give yeoman service to our school. I speak of no one else but Javier Debiset, and when I call your names, I want I would like to have the audience see you, so can you come up on stage, please? So we have Javier Debiset, Anastasia Noel, Ciara Johnson, Rhiannon Robinson, Malachi George, Afia Bob, Joel Francisco, Angelo Bernard, Caleb Wilson, Samaya Jones Blackman, Joshua Christopher, Onej Defoe, Naya Achan Sylvester, Shemi Martin, Adibambe Charles, Talia Hardaway, and Alia Francis. I will now call on our head boy and our head girl. Our head boy is Joel Francisco, and our head girl is Alia Francis. Now, these students are the ones who stood in place of teachers when they could not be there, and they did a fantastic job. And I want you to really give them a round of applause. Because they did it under stress sometimes. The students would give them a lot of stress, and they did it. Sometimes they would come and say, Miss, I'm ready to give up. But they never gave up. They always came back. So I want to thank them so much. And at this time, I'm going to give the head boy and head girl just to give some congratulations to the class.
Good afternoon, everyone. All protocols observed. Thank you, prefects, for your consistent hard work and dedication to the school, and all the best to the Form 4s and upcoming ones.
It was an honor to be chosen as your two head prefects. May God bless you all. Take care. Congrats, class of 2024.
I call on Mr. Bennett to help me distribute the gifts, please. Is Mr. Bennett around? Okay. I will call on some of our teachers to help us give the gifts to the students. Oh, I see Ms. Gittins is here with us. Ms. Gittins is one of the teachers with us. Mr. Bennett, myself, and Ms. Gittins, Mrs. Gittins. Thank you guys, and may God bless you.
And in case you missed it, it's in your program, but I'll just highlight it now. If you notice these students, some of these students have cords around their neck, right? So just to give you a little explanation of what it's about, it's on your program, but for those who don't have one, the blue cord represents the students who are class representatives. The gold represents most outstanding, so this would be given to the student who, in their individual classes, would have topped the classes. So if they have a gold ribbon, gold cord, they are a most outstanding student in a particular subject. The red cords are for the prefects, The green cord, student council, and white peer counselors, right? So that's just some information I thought I should share with you all. So moving on to the next award, we want to call Miss Isaac, who is going to present to us the Student Council Awards. All right, so let's give it up for the Student Council.
All protocols observed. Good morning, everyone. I would like to invite the Vice President of the Student Council, Kaylon Smith, and Mr. Damian Young, our new Assistant Director of the Student Council, to help me with distribution of our awards. The Student Council is integral in making a difference in the lives of students by the students. Every activity, event, or service ever accomplished at CUC Secondary School that was born out of the Student Council has been carefully analyzed, strategized, and executed by the Student Council, such as our last event, the CUC Rising Stars, where we had Miss Faith Modest coming first in our CUC Rising Star competition. You can give a round of applause for her. As such, Mr. Young and I, joined by the Vice President, Kaylon Smith of 4C, we are pleased to show our gratitude to the distinguished graduating members of the Student Council. Coming from 5A, we have the President of the Student Council, Miss Sahaya Telesford. And Sahaya Telesford, she would have been in service in the Student Council from the years from 2023 to 2024. Give it up for Sahaya. Also coming from 5A, we have our Assistant Public Relations Officer for the year 2023-2024, Darius Fernandez. All right, let's continue to give it up for our 5A Student Council members. Next, we have our students from the 5B class, Aliyah Francis, who has been a member from 2023 to 2024. We also would like to invite from 5B our Assistant Treasurer from the year 2023 to 24, Malachi George. All right, let's give it up once more for our members of the Student Council of the class of 5B. Coming from 5C, we have our treasurer, and she has been in the executive as the treasurer from the years 2022 to 2024, Kavisia Cooper. Also from 5C, we have who was once our president in 2022 to 2023, and also a member to this year, 2024, we have Adebambe Charles. In addition to these students, normally the Student Council will allow a student who is volunteering their position as the student advisor. We have a young lady who is not only our student advisor, but she was once the vice president of the Student Council in the year 2022 to 2023. She is now the student advisor. We call on Rihanna Bramble Solomon. And as Rihanna is coming, we celebrate all of you today, and we want you to remember these words of advice from E.O. Wilson. He says, "You are capable of more than you know. Choose a goal that seems right for you and strive to be the best, however hard the path. Aim high, behave honorably, prepare to be alone at times and to endure failure. Persist. The world needs all you can give." Let's give it up for all the members of our student council. We thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, and we move in quickly. We want to call Ms. Sandy Ford and Ms. Graham, who will present the awards to the peer counselors. Ms. Graham.
Okay, good morning to everyone. This morning we are happy to introduce to you some students who they were not selected by the teachers or even their classmates, but they actually volunteered to serve their peers, to walk alongside their peers in this very difficult journey and lend support. We can call them professional support. They were trained, were certified, and they voluntarily give their services to support their peers through this school experience. And so it gives me great delight to wish them, the peer counselors of CUC Secondary School, God's richest blessings as you serve, because you have served even when others were not aware of how much you were doing. Many of the students who they were able to walk along and support were able to appreciate and thrive and continue through school because of their success, their support. So at this time, I want us to give a round of applause to our peer counselors. And Mrs. Sandiford would call your name. We have little tokens of just appreciation, this certificate, to show that we really appreciate your service to our school, because this will go a long way in the future for many of our students.
Okay, so when you hear your name, please come up. The only male a part of this team, tall, 6 feet, Caleb Joseph. Followed by Deborah Batson. Nikisha Budram. Okay. Isaiah Boyce. Gabriella Buchan. Rihanna Bramble Solomon. Javaya Debiset, Jasonia Edmond, Aliyah Francis, Aliyah Glasgow, Talia Hathaway, Anastasia Noel, Azarel McKee, Kelly Ramsaran, Taya Small, and last but definitely not least, Sahaya Telesford. We thank you all for your accomplishments.
All right. So we want to move on to these special awards now, and we want to call on Miss Cunningham, the Education Director. Let's give her a round of applause, guys, while she comes to present the first special awards. And I believe we have a video at this time as well.
The university experience is more than just taking classes to get a degree. It should be one of the most amazing experiences of your life. Making lifelong friends from around the world, developing the professional in you, increasing and committing to a stronger spiritual understanding, maybe even meeting your significant other. Just becoming a better you. the School of Business and Entrepreneurship at the University of the Southern Caribbean in what we affectionately call Miracle Valley, as well as our satellite sites in Tobago, Barbados, St. Lucia, Antigua, and Guyana. We offer you the following: a blended approach to learning, flexible programs, smaller classes, pairing lecturers, internships, and much more. Don't just take classes anywhere. Be a part of a university experience. Be a part of the USC experience.
So it is my pleasure at this time to call one of our graduates. She's an our graduate, Miss Onej Difu. And I'm representing the Caribbean Union Education Department, the South Caribbean Conference Education Department, and CUC Massive as I present this award to Onej Difu for her sterling contribution and presentation at our recent Caribbean Union Talent Parade. Let's give her a round of applause.
Thank you. And Mrs. Cunningham, we're going to ask you to stay on the stage to help us to present the special awards as well, right? So you want to move straight on to the special awards, calling on Miss McPherson.
Okay, good morning again. So at this time, we are going to recognize the graduates who would have excelled over the past 2 school years in their various subject areas. So Mr. St-Hilaire would have mentioned earlier the subjects that we offer as an institution. So we are going to call on Mrs. Cunningham to help us to present the first set of these awards. The first name that we are calling is the most outstanding student in the areas of additional mathematics, chemistry, information technology in the evening school, and the principles of business in the day school. And that student is Onej Difu. Okay, so we are moving on to the area of agricultural science, and the student that excelled in that area is Miss Shamika Batiste. In the areas of biology, mathematics at the 5A class, and the physics, we have Caleb Wilson. Moving right along in the area of Caribbean history, we invite Miss Elijah Ferguson. And in the area of economics, Miss Ciara Johnson. Okay, so the students I'm going to call now excelled in the areas of English, 5A, Integrated Science, Principles of Accounts, Group 2, Visual Arts, and Technical Drawing. Taya Small. The most outstanding English A student from the 5B class is Aliyah Francis. And the most outstanding English A student in the 5C class is Miss Kavisia Cooper. In the area of English literature, English B, we have Nakisha Budram. Thank you, Mrs. Cunningham. At this point in time, we'd like to invite Dr. Jackman to assist us in presenting some of the awards. Okay, so in the area of geography, the most outstanding student is Kimani Herbert. Following Kimani, the most outstanding food, nutrition, and health student is Miss Aliyah Glasgow. Aliyah. Our most outstanding human and social biology student, Kylan Cassidy. In the area of electrical and electronic technology, we have Angelo Bernard. And continuing with our, in the area for TechVox subjects, building and furniture technology, Rihanna Bramble Solomon. And Maya James is the most outstanding information technology student in the day school. The most outstanding mathematics student in the 5B class is Dane Solomon. And he's been followed by the most outstanding mathematics students in the 5C class, Joshua Thomas. Okay, so we are moving on to some of our business subjects in the area of office administration. Shanice Larock. And she's been followed by the most outstanding principals of accounts, Group 1 student, Kiana Davis. So moving across to the area of our evening school or business in our evening school, our most outstanding principals of business and the principals of account students is Michael Passad. In the area of Spanish, we have Jendei Williams. And she's been followed by the most outstanding social studies student, Joel Francisco. And the last, but certainly not least, in the area of French, Anastasia Noel. you very much. Thank you, Dr. Jackman.
All right, let's give it up for all the special awardees. Those were some of the best of our best. Right, and we want to now move on to the tributes portion of the program. So to do the first tribute, we want to call on the business department of the university to come and do their tribute. Seen a big check here, so I believe it's money.
Good day, everyone. All protocols observed. I am Dr. Odell Javel, a past student of CUC Secondary. I graduated 15 years ago. And if that makes myself sound old a bit, I know I still have teachers here who would have been here longer than that, right? One second. Right, so we at USC has always been your neighbors, right? And today I am able to stand here on behalf of the School of Business and Entrepreneurship of the University of the Southern Caribbean to present to students 5 gifts or awards, as the case may be, specifically to business students. Right, so we'll be principles of accounting. Sorry, I heard this news, but I'm sorry. We're focusing on business. So for principle of business, we welcome, and I ask if you approach and to receive your gift, Onage Difu. For economics, I am asking for Sierra Johnson. And for principles of accounting following right after, we have Taya Small and Kiana Davis. Next, we would like to present an award in the form of a check. This check is in the amount of $2,460, equivalent to 1 year of general fees at USC. And this check, although we presented to the institution today, this check goes to the top student leaving CUC Secondary and coming to USC to pursue any of our 7 business degrees. So any student that is leaving CUC today, well, and comes across to USC to do business, the highest one, sorry, not any, but the highest one will receive this check amounting to $2,460. We have 7 undergraduate degrees. We have management, that is in business. We have management, marketing, human resource management, hospitality and tourism management, finance, accounting, and economics. All right, so thank you, and we are glad that we were able to come and present this to you all here today.
Thanks to USC for that. And you all will believe if I tell you that's one of my students? No, for real. That's... What? Because I'm old? All right, but we leave that there. But yes, that Dr. Javel was one of my first students when I started here 16 years ago. Now we want to... Parents, I know you're all here a while, and if you're like me, you're probably hungry, right? You're hungry? You all hungry? I don't know, boy. This group of parents is the most unresponsive group ever. You all hungry? All right, we're almost to the end. But we have something special for the parents now. So we have some students who want to pay tributes to these parents. So we're going to ask Miss Timothy. She's going to come and do that segment. Now, we just want to put on the music a little bit, guys.
Okay, there's a quote that says, appreciate your parents. You never know what sacrifices they went through for you. At this time, the students of the graduating class of 2024 would like to show appreciation to their parents. So we're asking for the lights, please, because these students have to find their parents and show appreciation. Go ahead, parents, students. And you can give it with a hug or a kiss or any of the above.
All right, so we want to move on very quickly. So we invite any students to get back to their seats. We'll have some time after so that we could take as much pictures as we want. But we want to hear from these students now, right? As we draw a close to this program, we want to give these students an opportunity to speak to the rest of us. So we want to invite the class representatives for 5A, Mrs. Onej Difu and Zamaria Jones Blackman. 5A representatives to come and address the classes.
All protocols observed. Good afternoon to our esteemed principal, vice principal, teachers,
fellow guardians,
beloved parents,
family, friends, and well-wishers.
Thank you for being here today. My name is Onej Difu.
And I am Samaya Jones Blackman. And it is an incredible honor to stand before you as the valedictorians of the class of 5 students. We can't help but reflect on our incredible journey over these past 5 years.
Our journey began as stars in one Arcturus, stars that were bright, eager, and ready to embark on this new phase of our lives. As first formers, we shone with potential and curiosity, much like the star Arcturus itself, known for its brilliance and prominence in the night sky.
It all began on that Monday morning on September 2nd, 2019. There we were, sitting quietly, just observing what seemed to be a lot of new faces along the way, and some familiar ones. However, the silence among the class didn't last a day. Unknowingly to us, it was just the start of an incredible journey, and eventually we're on as a family.
As we moved from one Arcturus to 2 Amazon Kingfisher, we spread our wings and started to explore our surroundings whilst being in the cage of COVID-19. Nevertheless, that online experience only added to this grand journey of ours.
In 3 amateurs, we became gems, each one of us unique and valuable, contributing to the collective beauty and diversity of the personalities in our class. Then we transitioned to 4 Anaya, where we learned to embrace the unique qualities that defined us.
Throughout these years, we have faced some challenges, whether it was debating the class party menus,
or the field trip destinations,
or when we were decorating the class in form 4.
And no amount of double-sided tape will keep the poster up.
We also had some triumphants, like our numerous class devotions throughout the years.
Or beating 4C in BFL. Don't mind we didn't win a tournament, but that was enough for us.
And might I add, the successful chair jumping.
If you know, you know. However, we wouldn't be here today without the support of some very important people. To our form, sorry, my bad. Go ahead, please.
To our form teachers, Mrs. McPherson, who taught us, who was with us from the start and has seen us to the finish line.
And Mr. Alexander, who taught us the importance of family and looking out for each other. To the other teachers and members of staff.
Thank you for your endless dedication and patience. So much patience. You have not only taught us academic lessons, but also life lessons that we will carry with us forever. To our families, thank you for your unwavering support and love.
It is said that it takes a village to raise a child, and without a doubt, we had a great village backing us throughout these 5 years.
Together, we have made memories that will last us a lifetime. Who can forget the infamous 1A's?
1A confession, or the 1A confessions, or when Mr. Alexander took over as the Bible teacher, which meant countless episodes of Superbook and pause and things.
Let's not forget the countless water balloon fights and cleanups that followed.
Or the many arguments and laughs about who knocked down whose house in Monopoly.
Or the gas case field trip.
which to no one's surprise ended in a meaningful shoot.
One of many that we had in these 5 years.
Throughout the years, our class grew in number. Although we said our fair share of farewells to friends along the way, they will always be a part of 5E. Though this may be the end of our journey as a class, even the end of an era called our secondary school days, it is just the start of our individual journeys to adulthood and to the rest of our lives.
As you all move forward, always remember to appreciate the present, the process, and the progress you have made. Embrace the lessons you have learned in these 5 years and the ones you will learn along the way. Continue to believe in yourselves, your potential, and the difference you can make. Go be the change you wish to see in the world.
As 5A, we embody the meaning of our name, assiduous, which means showing great care, attention, and perseverance. We have grown from beginning as stars into diligent, hardworking individuals who have faced numerous challenges and triumphed over them. Congratulations, class of 5 assiduous.
And here's to an incredible journey ahead. Thank you, and God's blessings to each and every one. Let's go make our mark on the world. # integration of faith and learning.
We want to call on the representatives for 5B, Aliyah Francis and Malachi George.
Good evening. All protocols observed. It is an honor to stand before you as the representatives of our graduating class of 2024. My name is Malachi George.
And my name is Aliyah Francis. And we would like to warmly welcome everyone in attendance and express our gratitude for being a part of this memorable occasion. As we gather here today, I am filled with a mix of emotions. Our journey through these halls has been nothing short of remarkable. We've laughed, cried, and grown together. And now, as we stand on the precipice of a new chapter, I want to take a moment to reflect on our time here and share some thoughts with you all.
Abraham Lincoln once said, and in the end, it's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. When I think of this statement, it couldn't be more true to describe the class of 5 benevolent. It is often said that your secondary school years are some of the best years of your life. But I like to tweak that statement and say that it's the life and memories within those years that are the best. From 2019 to now, we have been through so many ups and downs, but thank God we made it to the end.
While I was writing this speech, I reflected on all our years at CUC, and I thought I'd call it our book of memories. It is our mental journal full of our tenure at school. I asked around the class for different people's favorite memories. So allow us to take your hand and guide you through snippets of memories and lessons from along our journey.
Form 1 was a year of settling in and forming new bonds. Jamal breaking his leg and the COVID-19 pandemic were just some of the excitement we shared in our first school year. Form 2 was a blur of online classes, sleeping, overeating, and video games. During Form 2, we said goodbye to Zaria and welcomed Tyler and Emily. We eagerly returned to physical school during Form 3, where we had to readjust to writing notes, sitting in classrooms, and going to chapel where Mr. Cole and Miss Williams constantly had to tell us to stop talking. Form 3 brought us new faces to the 3B family. We welcomed Julie and David. Subject choice came along, and then we were in Form 4.
Our Form 4 field trip at San Fernando Hills and C3 will forever be etched in our memories, as it gave us a respite from the heavy workload of Form 4. Form 5 was our biggest challenge yet. SPAs threatened our existence. But with the help of our teachers, peers, and our parents' prayers, we persevered. Before we faced our CUSIC examinations, we got the chance to escape at our Form 5 retreat and rekindled our school spirit at our sports day. These will always be our favorite memories.
To my fellow graduates, you are an extraordinary bunch. Each of you has a unique story filled with setbacks and moments that define who you are. We pulled all-nighters together, celebrated victories, and supported one another during challenging times. Remember that the friendships forged here will last us a lifetime.
It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the future, the choices awaiting us, and the uncertainty of a new path. But let me assure you, there is no one-size-fits-all for success. Your journey will be uniquely yours. Embrace it, take risks, fail gloriously, and learn from every mistake. Remember that setbacks are just your stepping stones towards greatness, because life isn't just about reaching the destination, it's about traveling the journey.
As we leave this institution that has shaped us for the past 5 years, let me express my deepest gratitude to our incredible teachers. Thanks to the funny teachers, the tough love teachers, the lenient teachers, the teachers who were stopped on the corridor to ask for help, the teachers who we gave more grace to, the teachers who pushed on with us during COVID, even when they only had 3 children to teach online. Your dedication, patience, and unwavering belief in us have been our guiding lights, and we love and appreciate each and every one of you for it.
Thank you to Mr. Hislop for always being there when we needed someone to run to. Continuous blessings. We'd like to thank Mr. Cole for. We'd like to also say thanks to Ms. Williams for keeping us in check from Form 1 to 4. Thanks to Ms. McKnight. Although you were only with us for a short period of time, we appreciate the time we got to spend with you.
Lastly, let's give special thanks to our backbones, our biggest supporters, our bedrock, our silent heroes who cheered on with us, our parents. Your sacrifice often go unnoticed, but we appreciate all your hard work and dedication, and we hope we made you proud, because this diploma belongs to you as much as it belongs to us. Above all, we give thanks to Almighty God for guiding our journey and proving that we can do all things through Him who strengthens us.
As we bring down the curtains on this speech, we would like to share some important life lessons with the class of 5 Benevolent. These lessons are about perseverance and resilience. Nelson Mandela once said, "It always seems impossible until it is done." Walter Elliott also said, "Perseverance is not a long race, it is many short races, one after the other."
And F. Scott Fitzgerald wrote, "Never confuse a single defeat with his final defeat." So let's embrace the unknown with courage, as we hope all the bonds and friendships that you made over the past years are ones that you hope to keep. And to all the lessons and memories that we have gathered along the way, I pray that we put them in our mental journal and carry it with us through life.
And let us never forget. Nil sine labore.
Nothing without hard work.
Congratulations, class of 2024. Our adventure begins now. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to call on the representatives of 5C, Shamika and Joel.
Good morning, fellow graduates, parents, guardians, respected staff, esteemed faculty, and friends. All protocols observed. I am pleasantly honored to be standing before you as a represented valedictorian of the class, Form 5 capable. I would like to thank you for attending this victorious moment for all the graduates that are here today.
All honor, praise, glory, and thanks go to the Almighty God, for it is by His grace and mercy that we have thus far achieved greatly. We entered this renowned learning institution in September of 2019 as young, impressive, and unexpected children. After all this life after secondary entrance assessment, or as some call it, SEA.
During the 5 years that have gone by so swiftly, Caribbean Union College Secondary School has pruned these young males and females to venture out into the world of work and, for some, to continue pursuing their studies. Indeed, we are preparing for life. These students sitting right here, right now, are students with nothing but potential to inspire and change the world, one step at a time. In order to accomplish this, we need to have a persistent character, the foundation for success, become critical thinkers about all of our actions, and reap our rewards, bestowing us as achievers. This ceremony reflects the past lives of our graduates, but through reflections comes great change.
The Form 5 classes had many challenges, especially during the pandemic lockdown. At first, online classes were a pain, but as those days plunge into months and months into years, we recognize and appreciate the pure determination and fortitude shown by our teachers, who were still giving it their all to teach our students, although sometimes we were unwilling and sometimes distracted. After we were permitted to return to school, we got to see one another again, this time with new faces.
Hear what some of our classmates think. Tahila Lewis's favorite memory of the class of 2024 was the slip and slide at the Form 5 retreat. It is one of her fondest memories of everyone bonding and having fun as a group. In Form 3, Caleb Joseph, all the boys in the class took part in a push-up challenge. He would like to leave a few words with us. Be wise in your life choices and always include God in everything you do. Speaking of Form 3, another new student entered our class, Shinobia Tapin. She would like to thank all of us for welcoming her in Form 3C to 5C, which shaped her into the person she is today, and for teaching her valuable life lessons. She says, a special thanks to staff and form teachers for their support. To the class of 2024, keep pushing through challenges and remember that every obstacle is a chance to learn and grow.
Fast forward to Form 4, and Danielle Martin showed up. She always made sure everyone knew she loved bread. And when she first presented her SB about it, she struggled to find good ones. Her last words for us were, when lives give you lemon, make lemonade. At this time, we would like to acknowledge our form teachers, Mrs. Timothy and Mr. Tigana. Thank you for encouraging us when times were low and rough, especially the days before CSEC examination. Those days in form room where you guys would give us advice, not just for school, but for the rest of our lives. They would always be available, looking out for our best interests, even if some of us didn't realize it at times.
The times where we would sing songs and pray each morning before classes began. We can't forget the field trips where we went on as a class, especially to the San Fernando Hills. Whenever it was a fellow classmate's birthday, we would sing happy birthday to them, and right after, try to get seconds of the food. I want to thank Jewel Cortez for assisting me with compiling these words. This would not have been possible without the help of Almighty God. Furthermore, a sincere thank you goes out to the administration, members of staff, parents, guardians, and peers for guiding us through this phase of our journey. The Student Council for their fun and memorable activities, the peer counselors, the Honor Society, the AV team and technical crew. Last but definitely not least, thank you, prefects, for your hard work and diligence.
Most importantly, we are eternally grateful for the morning assembly sessions, weekly chapel, week of prayers, and all such activities that have given us a solid spiritual base that is crucial for our lives here and in the future. May this truth always burn deeply within us and shine forth from our hearts and souls as we continue our earthly journey.
All honor, glory, and praise go to God. and may He continue to have His sovereign hand upon us, this school, present and future students and teachers. May this school continue to be fruitful and bring blessings to everyone as we answer the call.
Remember, hard work is the key to achieve our destiny, so we strive to do our best, knowing God will do the rest.
He'll help us pass the test. Our time here has come to an end. We bid farewell to our friends.
But no matter where we go, this will always be our home.
So forever loyal we will be and lift up the name of CUC.
Thank you.
Good day, everyone. We are nearing the end, don't worry. But before we reach the end, the graduating class of 2024 will now serenade you all with their class song. So graduating class, can you please stand and turn around to face your parents?
Test, yeah. Under the glow of the very bright lights, I turn my face towards the warm night sky, and I'm not afraid of 1,000 eyes when they're above 500 smiles. Oh, I used to think, what wouldn't I give for a
Lovely song. Now this is your moment, class of 2024. This is your opportunity. And very sadly, in the next 40 seconds, you know what? You would no longer be students of CUC Secondary School. However, that means come in physically, but anyone who is a student of CUC would always be a student of CUC. And that's why I take this opportunity to charge you as students of CUC to shine the light of CUC bright wherever you go. Carry the torch of success and victory. Represent CUC, because wherever you go, you will always be a lighthouse for CUC Secondary School. So I invite you now to take your tassel and turn it on the right side. Let's stand, let's stand, let's stand. Put it on the right, everybody. Yes? Put it on this side, my dear. And that's the sign that you are no longer secondary school students, but you are now alumni of CUC Secondary School. God bless you. Carry the light of CUC wherever you go. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon again, everyone. Graduates, you may have your seats. We have come to that time in our ceremony where we would like to express our collective gratitude. As we celebrate the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and growth, I would like to take this moment to acknowledge and thank those who have made this journey possible. First and foremost, we would like to extend our heartfelt thanks to our distinguished guests and speakers. Your presence and inspiring words have added a special touch to this ceremony, motivating our graduates as they step into the next chapter of their lives. To the parents and guardians, thank you for your unwavering support and encouragement. Your involvement and sacrifice have played a crucial role in shaping these young minds. Your trust in our school has been our driving force, and for that, we are deeply grateful. To my fellow teachers and staff, thank you for your tireless efforts and commitment to excellence. Your passion for teaching and your dedication to our students' success have created a nurturing and stimulating environment that has allowed our graduates to thrive. Each of you has contributed to their academic achievements and personal growth in countless ways. To the school administration, thank you for your visionary leadership and unwavering support. Your guidance has ensured that our school remains a beacon of learning and a place where students can dream, achieve, and excel. To the University of the Southern Caribbean, thank you for allowing us the use of this space. Thank you to the audiovisual team of the South Caribbean Conference for assisting us in streaming this ceremony. Thank you to the decorating committee and all the other committees that made today possible. And finally, to our graduates, thank you for your hard work, perseverance, and enthusiasm.
You have faced challenges, embraced opportunities, and grown into confident and capable individuals. As you move forward, remember the values and lessons you have learned here. We are incredibly proud of each and every one of you, and we have no doubt that you will continue to accomplish great things. In closing, let us all join together in celebrating the achievements of the class of 2024. May your futures be bright and filled with endless possibilities. Congratulations and thank you.
Good afternoon. So we've come to the absolute end of not just the sermon, but the end of your secondary school tenure as you know it. I wouldn't want to add to what Ms. McKnight has said, but in my capacity, I just want to say thanks to everyone for making it possible. And again, students, graduates, congratulations. The honor is mine to just close off this ceremony. Thanks to everyone who participated, and Mrs. Cunningham, and not to extend it too much. So let's bow our heads. We're going to stand and pray. So we're going to close our eyes, bow our heads reverently. Eternal Father and our God, our Creator, Sustainer, you would have made it possible for us all to be here. A journey that started years ago. You have allowed us to learn, to interact. Through the COVID-19 experience, you show us how frail and fragile life, school, family can be. We give you thanks for your sustaining power and for making it possible to this end. We thank you, God, for what has been accomplished in these last years, for the support of parents, loved ones, and we even pause, oh God, to acknowledge the support of those loved ones who would have passed on. Among us, oh Lord, are students who've recently lost loved ones from this graduating class. We ask, oh God, that you comfort them, you continue to provide for them and sustain them. As they look forward to a new chapter in their experience, from time to time, they may feel a little helpless, uncertain. May we as teachers and administrators and parents continue to give them these words of assurance and encouragement that they need. Grant them wisdom, O God. Help them to utilize the skills and knowledge that they would have acquired to pursue greater excellence in their path ahead. Keep them safely. Have mercy on us, O Lord. And thank you again for this blessed school that has been called by your name. Continue to empower us to be true lights, not just here, but in the life after that you have prepared. And we pray, O God, that in the next few weeks, as we await the results, it mimics, O God, your promise that you shall return and you shall come with a reward. We know and anticipate that we would have run this race, and we expect a reward by the end of August. We ask, oh God, you comfort those who did not take it as seriously as they ought, but you continue to provide open doors for them. A sad day, a sad year, doesn't necessarily mean a sad life. So grant hope, encouragement, and strength. We ask in no other name, and whatever we fail to ask of you, God, we ask that you grant it to us according to your riches and glory. Forgive us where we've fallen short, and continue to bless us all. In Jesus' name, amen. Bye, graduates. Have a successful life. Thank you, parents, and loyal wishes.
All right, we just want to join in singing our school song once more. Let's sing lustily. Let's go. Come one, come all, let's answer the call. Echo it to land and sea. This is where we're meant to be, so sing out in harmony and lift up the name of CUC. Hard work is the key to achieve our destiny, so we strive to do our best, knowing God will do the best. He will help us pass the test and pick up the name of CU. One day, your time here will come to an end. Bid farewell to all our friends, but no matter where you roam, this will always be your home, and forever will be. And lift up the name of CUC. Let's go. And lift up the name of CUC.
Graduating class of 2024. Parents, let's give it up one more time. Right, all right. Hold on, guys, hold on. Graduating class, hold on for this piece of information, please. So as soon as you leave, guys, as soon as we leave, during the recessional, the students, we asking the students, I don't want to call nobody names, you all graduate, so I don't think I have to do that. As soon as we finish during the recessional, the students, you guys would make your way downstairs in the new building in front so that we could take the class photos, right? So as soon as the recessional is over, you all will line up or gather downstairs in front of the new building. In terms of the meals, just some information. So for those of you who don't know, the tickets that you all have, the stub that, if they would have, I know some of you came in before the ushers actually collected the tickets, but the stub is what you would use to collect your 2 meals. I know some parents mentioned to me that they left the ticket at home and they lost the ticket. And there are instances where some persons didn't collect their meal ticket as well. There's also a list in front of the door. So once you get there, you just have to give the teachers your student's name and the class, and they will be able to give you your lunches, right? So we'll now invite the students to leave. If we could get the audio. And parents, you could meet us downstairs after the recessional has finished, right? So we're going straight downstairs for the class photos.
Listen. I done made it through the storm and the rain. So much pressure, heartache, so much pain. Yeah. I've been broken into pieces, maybe more. Hey. And some nights I made my bed right on the floor.